Unspoken answers to unspoken questions. This is another edition. I know we've been holding for some time now because of the World Cup, and right now is over. Argentina won. Messi, the god of soccer.
Some would beg to differ.
Favored him. So yes, unspoken answers, unspoken questions. Today, usually I always say, "Oh, I'm excited," but now today I'm on another level of being excited due to the guest that I have.
At that, let's leave it at that. How you doing, my bro? You good?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
Yeah? I'm blessed. Thank you very much for having me on the show. The podcast, if I should put it that way, the podcast, Unspoken. All right.
Spoken answers.
We hardly say anything till we're asked. All right.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Yes, my brother.
Yeah.
Have you been?
Can't complain. I can't complain.
Yeah,
bro.
That's your logo, and I've anytime I see you, just like, oh, complain, Mr. Hunt. I can't complain.
Oh, bro, what's there to complain about? I'm alive.
Who gave you that? Or is it you that just been trying to like? Oh, I have to psych myself. I have to motivate myself every day,
bro. We're in a time where if you don't motivate yourself or don't learn to find a way to motivate yourself, you lose all inspiration and aspirations. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, COVID came, a lot of people went through it. Some didn't make it. May they rest in peace. Condolences to their families, those who are still here. Some of us are still struggling. Even those who have the money are still struggling. You might have the money, but you're still trying to stack it up.
Yeah, but the money can, go a long way.
It can.
Long way.
It can, my bro. It can. I, listen to me. I'm not going to lie to you. The money can go a long way, but money can also bring you problems and issues, and it's. I can't give you other answers to that. I haven't experienced the full length of money, so I only deal with the little I can deal with, if you know what I mean. So,
okay.
But yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm excited to be here. I'm alive. I'm kicking. Can't complain. I'm excited again. Twice. Twice excited.
Yeah,
what could be better than that?
Yeah.
Right?
The thing is that, we ask these questions, most especially for me, to ask, men, black brothers. I know, any other race, but I ask brothers, how you doing? Because,
it's very important.
We think that it's happening everywhere. Tyler Perry's friend, committed suicide and what, and you're like I said, money. I believe that his situation wouldn't be money.
It wouldn't be money. It wouldn't be money.
You understand?
There's a lot more to life than money. Money helps you survive. But money doesn't keep you alive. This is what people don't get. Like, you can be in a coma for 30 years and money will keep you sustained, but in the end, if you gotta go, you gotta go. You know what I mean? If you gotta go, you gotta go. Sometimes it's the environment we are in. Sometimes it's triggering. Sometimes the communities we are in can be triggering. The people we have around us can trigger certain emotions that we probably might not have felt in our lifetime, or something that was already deeply embedded. I always tell people that you don't go about opening certain boxes in people's lives, right? Unless they're willing to allow you to open that box, or they open it themselves and they tell you, this is what I'm going through, or I'm in a dark place, or this is my darkness. You've got a lot of light. Can you shed some light on it? If you know what I mean. And a lot of people in our community somewhat see it as a taboo to open up in that kind of
Yeah.
way. Not because they are afraid, but because they don't know how to.
Okay.
They're not taught or raised in that mannerism to express themselves in that way.
Yeah.
Right? In our community, most of us are raised up to be strong, brave.
Yeah. Strong, brave.
Right?
Yeah.
Challenge the unknown, or
Just
say,
do it.
Just do
it.
Just do, right?
Just do it.
But we're not taught to sit down and analyze the situation in front of us. We're taught to find a solution, but we're not taught to analyze. Right? Because before the maths question is given to us, we know the answer.
Yeah.
So rather than sitting there calculating how we got to the answer, we just go, I know.
Yeah.
Until the teacher goes,
How did you arrive at it?
how did you arrive at it? And that's when we find it hard to express the solution to give the solution to how we got to the answer. Right? It's the same thing emotionally and mentally. Right? We might know a way to get over the bridge, but we do not know what tools we require to help us get over that bridge.
Yeah.
If you catch my drift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do. It's just that. Okay. So, how do we explore that process?
It's difficult. It's very, very difficult. Some people say it's a generational thing, because if you live in a household where everything has been based on don't express your emotions, and it's carried on constantly, as men, you and I know there's this stigma of men don't cry.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Men might not cry in public,
Yeah.
but we cry.
Yeah.
Right? And that stigma carries a lot more weight than just the tears. Right? It also boils down to finances. It covers
Economic.
a lot of stuff. It covers a lot of stuff. How you dress, how you move, how you maneuver as a man. Right? Now, if I'm a man and I wanted to be boastful of my achievement, it might not be being a doctor or being a lawyer or being that person with a PhD. I might just be a normal person on the street who owns a couple of stores. If I'm boastful of that, someone along the way in my own community will laugh and go, mate, that doesn't mean anything. I'm a lawyer. I still earn more than you.
Yeah.
Now, competition is another thing that leads to mental health. Right? That covers money as well. You know what I mean? Money is an issue. Money is long, but as I said, I can't extend past that reach because I haven't got that long money.
I was talking to a friend of mine, he's a client, he was talking about, his pay, his salary and things like that. And in my mind, was like, okay, but
you're far off to me.
Hold on. we talking right now, and we sometimes we even go out together and things like that. I'm like, but bro,
you're doing better than me.
You're doing well.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is that in his work, guys are like that. But the thing is that for them, they still like complain. I'm like,
because
no, don't do that.
I'm gonna explain. I'm gonna explain something to you.
I'm gonna go back to the CEO and say, okay, I've got another organization looking for me
that can pay better.
Yeah. Are you ready to increase my salary?
To balance it out. Yeah.
And I'm like,
can I put an analogy to this, right? Money and water go hand in hand. If you're thirsty, you drink more of it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Money is no different. Right? If you need it, you have it. But based on how much you need for what and whatever you need it for, you want more. Right? So let's just say the well that I have is quenching me enough. The well is running dry. Someone down the road has an X amount of more water than up the hill. Because of them, my water is slowing down. Obviously, I'd want to go up that hill, and collect same amount as they are, because they're probably getting more than what we're getting down at the bottom of the hill. Which I do understand where your friend's coming from. But where we are at the grassroots, yourself and I don't know how much that person earns. I'm not going to get into it, right? He might be earning more than us. And we're probably sitting there thinking, you lucky man. If only you know. But we don't complain about it because we're satisfied with life. Yeah. Right? Like, we're sitting here laughing about this. We're laughing about it because we're satisfied with what we have. Because we've seen that, okay, we've got more than some people do have. Yeah. Right?
Definitely.
And the same applies in so many different industries. The music industry, creative industry, like sports. Any industry, we've got the hierarchy of finances. And that's what it is. And even thinking of that can lead you into a place where you don't want to be. A dark place. Yeah. I know people who've got mortgages, right? They can afford to pay their mortgages and still have money, but it's not enough. It's not enough. They want more. Same as your friend. Like, okay, I'm getting this amount of money. Maybe the person sitting next to me is getting £2 extra, or even £5 extra, or £10 extra. I want that. Yeah. That in itself is greed. Without realizing it, just even though it's £2 extra and you want it because that person's getting it, that's greed. We as human beings do not see that because we feel like, oh, it's only £2.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. But of course, every value, every penny counts. It is understandable to want more as a human being, right? I think we're deviating from the mental health conversation. Right?
So okay, fine with the money. Yeah, but okay, this guy now. Yeah. So what did you say his name? Tyler Perry's
the friend. Yeah.
Yeah. So he. Yeah, definitely it's not money.
It's not money. It's not money related. It's but I remember saying this. Sometimes it's a community, right? Yeah. I'm gonna break that down, right? So, in an industry like that, if you're somewhat a creative director, right, you're not only caring about for yourself. You're putting every other person's mental health on your table. Okay. Now, you might have your own mental health issues that you need to deal with. But sometimes you push it aside because things need to be done. Projects need to be achieved. Right? It gets on top. It really gets on top. When, let's just say, out of the 100 people in the room, you're the only person people come and talk to. Right? You've got a family at home. Beautiful family, you've got extended family, most of them know the issues you're going through, but then you still feel like you haven't found the solution to your problem. So you bottle it down, you're like, it doesn't matter. Yeah. I don't matter. Like, it doesn't matter now. When the time comes, I'll deal with it. Yeah. Now, you've gone into work, and for some reason, Erica's come up to you and gone, oh, I'm going through this and that and that. You feel for Erica. Ben has come to you saying, within that same time frame, an hour time frame, bringing different issues, and then if these are people you know are good at what they do, but you've never seen them in that state before.
Yeah,
vulnerable because you looked up to them as your strength. They are the reason why you're strong enough to come to work and go, yeah, I'm good today. Let's go. Then things get done. Yeah. But once that structure starts crumbling, right?
Yeah.
Then your hope starts deteriorating, right? So once that hope starts going, you can't turn to your family because your family see you as the strong man.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Daddy's happy. Daddy's home. Daddy's running around. Wife's happy. You're doing whatever you need to do. Your mum may know of your issues because at some point before you got married or you got into your career, she saw that side of you and encouraged you to keep going, believe, have hope, and you've gotten to a certain stage, right? You've done all of that. Maybe your mom's not around anymore. The only person you knew that you could always go back to, right?
He's no longer there.
No longer there. Who the only person you knew understood exactly what you were going through. It's no longer there. Maybe you have another friend, but that friend is not as open as you thought they would be, right? So as time goes on, these emotions that you've put in that black box,
you have to reveal it.
It's not, sometimes not even about revealing it. The box forces itself to open. It gets too full. When that box gets full and you can't shut it, everything implodes and explodes. Your spirit starts moving in a certain way. Your mind starts moving in a certain way. I say this because I've met people in the industry. I've had to mentor people in the industry who are going through certain things that they couldn't let their family members know. But they were happy to come around me whenever they needed to have that conversation. And I'm like, have you spoken to anyone else about this? They're like, bro, I can't go to my mum and talk to my mum about this. Are you mad?
Yeah.
I can't go to my brother and talk to my brother like this. But I can't be the only one who knows.
Okay, psychologically, I know you're a psychologist,
A therapist.
therapy and things like that. But having that kind of, I wouldn't call it mindset, psychological
Behavior.
pain.
Yeah.
How do you assess, even to assess like a clinic or a mental,
Find a place where someone can help you. Yeah.
or whatever, because in the community we are, you wouldn't start looking for a psychologist or clinician, these days.
Yeah, because in your community it's something of a taboo and a shame.
Yeah. So like, how do you then deal?
First and foremost, you have to accept that you have a problem. Right? You have to.
The individual.
The individual has to accept that there's an issue or there's a problem. Right?
Yeah.
To get to the solution, you have to draw yourself a plan. This is the advice I've prior to me finishing my diploma, this is the advice I used to give friends who would come to me and talk to me about their issues. I'm like, listen to me, I can't give you all your answers. You have to be willing to open those doors yourself. Sometimes there's a fear factor to open that door to see that, okay, this is my problem. This is the problem I'm going through. Right? You know it's there, be knocking on that door, but you're afraid to open that door.
Yeah.
Right? It's there. So first you admit and accept that, okay, I have a problem. Draw a plan. Is it a habit? Is it something that's continual? Is it long term? All these things you have to put down. Then you start looking for those branches of people that can help you with it. If you can talk to family members who you feel you can trust and can advise you on it or tell you that, okay, I see what you're talking about. Not even tell you what to do, but accept you as what you're going through is very important and are willing to walk with you. Because some people need a hand. to hold. Some people do. And that's where the fear comes in. That's where the idea of taboo comes in. Do I go tell my brother? Is my brother going to hold my hand, or is he going to laugh at me? Is my sister going to laugh at me?
Yeah.
Or are they just going to listen to me and then turn around and use it against me? Yeah. And sometimes that's what happens in our community.
Yeah.
It happens a lot.
I was just going to...
Yeah.
Like, you know...
Yeah. Well, bro, it's scary. It's scary. Like, I at some point in my life as well, I have been there. I've been in a situation where I needed to have a conversation.
Yeah.
Right? With people that I knew I could talk to. When I say people, I'm not just talking about my siblings or someone I knew that I go home to. If you have a partner, or if you have a girlfriend or someone you're courting or someone you're in a relationship with, those are the first people you'd want to talk to about, right?
Yeah.
Especially if you don't have certain family members you feel you can't trust. Those are the people you go to first, right? Even if you don't, they're the first people that will notice a change in you. They will notice that, okay, something's wrong. But until you say, okay, I'm going through this, they're always going to ask you, are you okay? But because you haven't accepted it, you're going to keep saying, yeah, I'm all right, I'm good.
Yeah, because it kind of just resonated with me. One time I was dealing with pain. It wasn't like psychological pain, you know, physical
pain, yeah.
And I noticed, well, my hospital canes, you know, they have this department where called pain management.
Yeah.
And they said, oh yeah, so you need a pain psychologist, something like
someone
that.
Someone that can analyze and assess everything. Yeah.
What are you talking about? I'm not talking about mental whatever.
Yeah.
He said, the pain you're going through, blah blah blah. You have to, you know, you need help about, you know, the psychology back and things like that. The next thing happened was, I don't know how I even got there. I just don't know how. I got to another hospital.
Yeah.
In London.
Okay. For
some time, you know, I was there for days and things like that. Yeah. And they just said, oh yeah, we're going to refer you to a pain psychologist.
There you go.
That's when I'm like,
there you go. Okay, so there's a problem, right?
What are you guys talking about?
Once someone else has repeated it, you've heard it twice.
Yeah.
So that means there's a problem, right? Now, put it this way. I'm going to explain why. Now, your first time you heard it, you're like, nah, it's not really a problem.
Yeah.
Right? Now, you've gone again to a different place. Yeah. And they've gone, there's a problem. I'm going to refer you to that person. Yeah. Now, it's no different. It's no different to the whole mental health thing, right? If it's happened in the past and it's happened again, then I need to be aware and say to myself, there is a problem.
Yeah. I think after then was, you know, I think I just like, okay, all right, what do you guys want me to do? That was the first, you know, admittance to like, okay, what's the process? That's my.
There you go.
That's my. No. I want like, okay, what's the process? Okay, what exactly do you want me to do? You understand?
Yeah.
Then I think I then started going for like
physiotherapy,
like a counseling or something like that. Yeah. And later on, breaking it down, I was like, oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
everything now became like,
you start to see the bigger picture. Yeah. Right?
Okay.
Because what we don't realize as human beings is the tiniest things, right?
Yeah.
If those tiny things keep coming together, it creates a bigger piece, right? So if I have a pain in my ankle and I'm like, shrug it off.
Yeah.
And that pain is constant.
Yeah.
Right? At some point, that pain is going to travel to my knee.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And the knee's got, you're like, fine, the ankle's gone, but the knees are like, It's gradually building up. And on the day that your leg ceases to work, and you go see your doctor, this is what they'll ask you. Okay, when did the pain start? This is where you start to recollect and go, oh, first it started with my ankle. Then it got to my knee. Now my groin. Now, that would be the time where it's late. It's too late to deal with something that was so minuscule or so small to deal with. It's no different to mental health. So if you let it pile up and you don't find a solution to it, as I said, the box gets full and it blows open. When it blows open, if you can't handle it as a human being, you take the easiest way out.
Yeah, because now, you know, it's like, bro, once I'm feeling
a certain way,
well, I'm like, you know, the NHS long queue.
Let's not talk about that.
Don't worry, I'll stay on the queue. You know, I'll just stay. Yeah. So let's talk about music now.
Music is a vast industry, right? It's a very, very big industry, and as a creative mentor, I am in that industry as well. I do dabble here and there as a producer and a sound engineer. But of late I've been more on the mentoring and guidance and helping up and coming artists find their feet or understand what they're getting into, or give them some sort of wisdom that I know from my point of view. You know what I mean? And I'm still learning, right? Even with my years of experience, I'm still learning, and there's always room for improvement. Same as every industry, whether you're a mechanic or whether you're a barber or whether you're an electrician, there's always something new that comes in, and you have to familiarize yourself with it. So on and so forth. As a creative mentor, an advisor, past couple of years I have chosen to sit back a little bit and, as I said, polish up on what the new things that the industry is bringing in, like the new laws and how important it is for an independent artist to own their masters and to be able to have creative control over what they do as an artist or as a writer, as a singer, as a rapper. Because being signed is nice. There's nothing wrong with being signed to a label, but if you go in blindfolded, you can never see which direction you need to go with your creativity.
Does that still happen? I know, you know.
No.
Days, all those Tupac, and this, like that,
I think things should. It's through that people want to own their masters now, right? Now, as an artist, if you're clued up and you go in to sign a contract and you've got a good lawyer, that contract can be patterned in a way to suit you, the artist, if your lawyer's good enough. Especially if that label wants you.
They really want you. Because
of your pulling power or the marketing abilities or the product you're bringing, the sounds you're bringing. They want you, and your lawyer can sit down and break that contract down and go, no, you know what? There are 3 other labels that want him, willing to give him more. He wants to be with you, but only on these terms. Now, if the label's willing to take on those terms, then you're good as an artist. Right? Which could probably mean you could get 60% and everything, the label could get 40, or you could get 70, the label could get 30. When initially, the label wanted 60, and you'd get 30.
Yeah.
Now, the 70-30 would mean you owning your masters, or a certain percentage of your masters, creative control of what you do as an artist, whichever direction you want to take your music as an artist, and that you are going to meet the quota of bringing in a certain amount of revenue based on your creative abilities.
Yeah.
Right? Some people are lucky to get that. Some are not. Because, as I said, not every artist, not every creative man or every musician or songwriter or rapper or MC goes in with the mindset of, I want to run a business. Some of them go in the mindset of, I want to be famous. I want to have all the girls. I want to be known. I want to be in the videos. I want to have different cars, different clothes lines. I want to be sponsored by this and that and that and that. Forgetting that half of the time, your contract only limits you to doing certain things. Any endorsement you're getting is between the label and the parties that are involved.
What about because I followed this guy, Akala, and he's been like producing his own music, books, and things like that.
It's crazy you mentioned Akala, right? I'm gonna explain to you. Like, Akala, he's an inspiration.
Yeah.
Right? Akala learned from the days where his sister was with So Solid and everyone else. He's learned from that group.
So his first album and all those things, did he kind of get into music by himself or by
I couldn't tell you whether he was with a label at that time or not, because it's not my place to discuss another person's.
Yeah.
But based on his journey and what I have seen, and it's like, when I say he's an inspiration, I watch certain people in the industry, like Akala, Wretch, 32, and a few others. A few others.